things are not looking good over the old MCU. Yep, the Avengers movies have been delayed. The X-Men are stalled after that whole drama involving who they may want to recast and all of that. And apparently Bob Iger is getting even more gray here because he's losing patience with all of it. Let's dive into this article here from Cosmic Book News. Marvel fallout. Avengers delayed, X-Men stalled, Iger losing patience. Ooh boy. Following the major release date delays for Avengers, Doomsday and Secret Wars, the Marvel fallout is starting to hit Hollywood. That includes cancelled MCU release dates, a delay in Kevin Feige's big X-Men plans, and reports that Disney CEO Bob Iger isn't happy. Well, he could always look at this picture of She-Hulk and Megan Thee Stallion twerking and say, boy, I can't believe I ever approved this shit. That's, ay. To put it bluntly, the MCU has been a massive failure since Endgame. Most of the movies and all of the Disney Plus shows have underperformed. Fans aren't watching and they're not spending their money. Well, yeah, I mean, when you keep putting out crap, you can't expect people to give you money for that. That is not a really good business strategy there at all. The latest flops from Feige include the Thunderbolts. Yep, talked about that. Thunderbolts ain't doing good at all. Captain America Brave New World, aka Falcon Cap, flopped. Disney even listed Brave New World as a loss in its most recent investor report. Thunderbolts is now projected to make even less than Cap 4. Up next is Fantastic Four, which already looks shaky, facing major summer competition from James Gunn's Superman and Jurassic World reboot. And again, fed up at them Jurassic World movies, but alright. So Disney officially announced a shift in the release schedule. Avengers Doomsday is moving from May 1st to December 18th, 2026. And Avengers Secret Wars is now set for December 17th, 2027. So, people are saying, okay, no problem, giving time for it to do work and make improvements and all of that. Fine. But the delays are the problem because you're seeing what is going on with the MCU as of late. People are not tuning in. People are sick and tired. These movies keep flopping one after another. Additionally, Disney removed 3 untitled Marvel movies from the schedule. They are now simply listed as untitled Disney projects. One will be on February 13th, the next one on November 6th and November 5th, all of 2026. The changes to the Avengers schedule also mean the X-Men reboot is getting pushed, with Secret Wars now hitting in December 2027. Feige's planned New Age of Mutants can't kick off until 2028 at the earliest. Marvel still has 3 open dates in 2028 and 1 is assumed to be for the X-Men. I really think at this point it's not going to go the way Kevin Feige is hoping, because you've done so much damage with the MCU that if you decide, well, I'm gonna start with the X-Men now, nobody's gonna trust you to say, well, okay, you're gonna put out something good. I don't see that happening at all. No matter how much you may try to sell it and try to think, I just don't see it. I think people have reached a stage now where they realize to themselves, this isn't making sense. I shouldn't invest money into something that is not going to be any kind of payoff. You should have rested it and then you might have gotten something good, but you didn't, and that's what happens. With Marvel struggling, it's now being said that Bob Iger is disappointed. Iger already confirmed that streaming lost Disney billions, also thanks in part to Star Wars, and stated they'll pull back on Marvel and Star Wars. That means fewer projects and smaller budgets. Looking at you, Daredevil. So Disney and their whole streaming lost them billions. Every MCU project that they put out flopped. Their literal destruction of Star Wars didn't make anybody feel warm and fuzzy inside. People were basically pissed. It was like, I don't think you realize how much you have insulted us with this Star Wars crap. And the Acolyte is a good example of that. But they continued on to see what they could do and figured everybody was going to be okay with it, and that's why they lost billions of dollars. One rumor suggests Feige and Iger are clashing over the direction of the X-Men. Reportedly, Feige wants the film to push a political message because that's worked so well, while Iger wants a straightforward, action-packed blockbuster. I'm guessing they're not going to listen to Bob Iger, but whatever. Industry insider Jeff Snyder weighed in, reporting Iger isn't thrilled about the lack of Marvel output in 2026, especially with only one Marvel Studios movie confirmed so far, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and that's from Sony. That's mostly Sony, so that's not good at all. This is what he had to say. I'm told that Disney's Bob Iger will be very disappointed if he only gets one film or 1.25 movies out of Marvel next year. At the very end of the year, no less, even if it is an Avengers movie with the irresistible hook of Robert Downey Jr. trading in his Iron Man armor to play Doctor Doom. That suggests Iger expected at least one other Marvel movie in 2026 in addition to Spider-Man 4 and Avengers Doomsday. However, that now seems unlikely as any 2026 film would already need to be in production. Yeah, so not getting anything else, like I said, they just push it back. So since Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out in 2026, and that's mostly a Sony movie, and you're only getting something from Avengers in December. That's pretty much, so you're only really getting one movie from the MCU in December. When before they used to give you like maybe two a year, like that, okay. I don't think you needed to have, I mean, if you want to do three with it, they could space it up properly, fine. But other than that, ain't working. It's worth pointing out that Iger is leaving Disney in 2026, 2 years before Feige's X-Men launch. His successor hasn't been announced, but it's expected to be named in early 2026. That said, the MCU is basically going on hiatus for nearly 18 months following the Fantastic Four's July 2025 release until Doomsday hits in December 2026. Fans are hoping it gives Feige time to right the path. I highly doubt that. However, it has to be questioned how many of them will still be around. I doubt much at all. But they say any release dates here, so you have Fantastic Four on the 7th of the on the 25th of the 7th, Spider-Man Brand New Day in 2026, and Avengers Doomsday in December. Then you have some untitled Marvel film. If that comes out, we don't know. Then Avengers Secret War comes out in December of 2027. Then another untitled Marvel film, another untitled Marvel film, another untitled Marvel film, one of which may very well be X-Men, but that's about it. So yeah, things are not looking so good over there. The news that Kevin Feige wanted to make the X-Men some kind of political message and Bob Iger wants a blockbuster action movie isn't surprising at all because of what the stuff you see in Kevin Feige putting out. But overall, Avengers Doomsday and Endgame, Secret Wars already have been pushed back. Things are not looking good for over at the MCU, and they have nobody really to blame but themselves for this nonsense. Rather than you put out something with some kind of sense or some kind of goodness to it at all, you decided to just keep pumping out crap and figured everybody was just going to keep lapping it up because no, that ain't working, that ain't happening, and you're seeing the result of it here. Well, let me enjoy it yourself. This is the result. Let you know if anything else changes. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like, give it a hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell to be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.